And welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I am your DM. These are my adventurers. When last we left, we had just gotten back to the top of the round for suspense's sake to let you guys see that one of the sellswords is now dead. Permanently, absolutely, most reliably, undeniably dead. Deader than my hopes and dreams.
He was sacrificed.
Yes, he was
which is
sacrificially executed.
If he were just killed with a random shot or a blade, that would not be as bad as being sacrificed.
Yes, this is bad. This is very bad.
Because that's got to be done for a reason to increase their powers.
Yes. So, at the start of turn 3, we come to abominations to finish their turn. That means that those skeletal snakies are taking up station on the other side of the bridges. Or the bridge.
There's not more than one, is there?
Let me check. I think there's 2 on each. 1 to 2 on each side.
So possibly 4 to 8?
It just says a series of in my notes, so I don't remember what I wanted to hear, but I think there's between 1 and 2 on each of the sides.
And it's a 4-sided figure, right? Okay, so somewhere between 4 and 8 bridges.
Yes.
So they're all grouped together.
Yes, they're either evenly split between the 2 bridges or they're all clustered around the 1 bridge.
Well, there's
Depending on how many bridges there are. If there's 1 bridge, they're all on the 1 bridge. If there's 2 bridges, they're...
Mm-hmm.
1 bridge.
Okay. 4 bridges.
Yes. They're all clustered around the 1 bridge.
Okay.
to keep us from coming. What are the bridges made of?
Stone.
Okay.
They're about 5 feet wide, and there are no rails.
That's to make it easier for us to fall over and for the snakies to come out.
Thinnin is... What'd you say?
Don't say that.
They decline your invitation.
Oh,
now.
shoot. I want them out of the water.
Why?
I think they're going to be easier to kill out of the water.
Are you sure about that?
No, but I'm just got to think. Gotta figure out something.
Alright. So, with that, Thinnin is going to take off running with his boots. So now his speed is... So his speed is 50 feet. So he was... Oh, cripes. Now I gotta get it all back in my head. He was 10... No, he was at the wall because he ran back under the thing. So it was 120 feet to the base... It's to the moat. To the water, yes?
Or was that 120 feet to the structure itself?
200 feet to the structure,
Okay.
wasn't it?
Alright, then that would be right, 120.
Because it was 600 feet on the side is the room. With a
400 feet on the side with the...
400 foot ziggurat on a side.
So that
means
gives you
200
1/4 of the remainder. You said 600? So that means from the wall to the ziggurat on each side would be 250 feet. Just 50 feet.
Now wait a minute. If the ziggurat, if the interior is 600 feet by 600 feet by 600 feet, and the interior ziggurat is 400 by 400 by 400, does that not mean that the the distance. We agreed. You
Yeah.
backed me up last time that it was
Okay.
200 feet.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it wouldn't be, because if it's 600 by 600 by 600 by 600, and then 400 by 400 by 400 by 400, that would leave 200, 200, 200, 200, right?
I'm checking.
Because that's the math we've been mathing
I
on
know.
so far.
I
We'll
haven't-
go with what we've been working with. I'm actually awake tonight.
That's a
That's
problem.
dangerous.
And I can alter the
400.
exterior dimensions to fit that, but suffice it to say, the room is big enough. Right? Let's rephrase. This room is big enough that there's 200 feet on a side
That's a good way to
with
do
a
it.
400-foot ziggurat in the middle.
So just from drawing it out physically, you take your 400 and subtract it from 600, and that leaves 100 perimeter. But now we have a 700 square foot, or a 700 foot room.
Yes.
Or 800.
It's
It has to be 800. It's 800.
Okay.
Okay. Just
So we'll make it an 800.
Yeah.
Not a 6,800 foot.
No.
That could take us, you know,
A long time to run.
Yeah.
And then all the Yuan-Ti.
And all of the attacks that we've had so far don't count.
That's what I'm saying. None of them would hit with or without disadvantage. Finnan is going to go tearing off, and he is now 70 feet from the moat with our updated dimensions, because we can actually think.
Right.
Because we're not. You two aren't as tired.
There you go.
I think. Are you tired?
I'm exhausted, but
Well,
that's
one
okay.
of us isn't tired.
Right.
Hooray.
We've got somebody.
We've swapped our exhaustion levels. So,
Well, I found that an invisibility cloak is much better than a shield.
yeah. Yeah.
If nobody shoots at you, you're
And
not
even
going
when
to
they
get hit.
do- and even when they do, they shoot with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And then you still have shield to buff your AC if you take a hit
Right.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Alright. Finnan is going to run. He is running. He is running, tearing little hobbit feetsies along the floor. Or, sorry, halfling feetsies. My bad. That sounded wrong. Footies.
Proud footies.
Sure. And then, so he's 50 feet in, and that'll put him, I'll say at the very least with a disadvantaged shot from a short bow, would make him 80 feet. I don't think he's within 80 feet of, no, with 50 feet out, he's within 80 feet of the ones on the wall behind him.
Yes.
Short bow range.
Yes.
Non-disadvantaged. So he's gonna take a shot. Ow, ow. Okay. Got it. Okay, so he's gonna take his shootsies off his tootsies. And
What's the range on his stars?
Yo, point there. He's not gonna take a shot with the short bow. He's gonna take a shot with his fun little magic missile with a range of 120 feet.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, can he hit any of the snakes? Not the living ones, the skeletal ones.
Yeah.
I forgot to make that chart.
No, that's good. That was just, this is just straight
That's a
linear
straight line.
mathematics. of Finnan running 50 feet out from 120 feet away from the base of the moat, which puts him 70 feet from the base of the moat, which the moat is 60 feet wide, so that puts him at 130 feet
Just outside.
from the skelly snakes,
Okay, then.
which puts him 10 feet outside of
Okay. That's the answer.
proximal range. However, he is going to take shots with his stars.
Which are not shot at disadvantage, they're shot with automatic hit.
Exactly. So he is going to hit one of these ones on first wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meaning he is going to hit at a 5th level magic missile, which is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7d4 plus 7. Holy gamoly. 2, 3. Oh, that's a pretty good 4, 5, 6.
We've only had 2 rounds, right?
This is the beginning of the third, right?
This should be the beginning of the 3rd. if I'm
I was
reading
just
this
checking
right.
to see what I had left in the way of spells.
Nothing.
What? I have spells left.
Yeah, I know.
You said nothing.
I know.
Did the DM just take away all my spells? You're no longer a wizard! You have cantrips only.
Not yet. Not yet.
I've
3,
used up a 3rd and a 5th.
5, 9, 7. Wait a minute. Hold on. 19 points of damage.
Yay.
Badly hurting one of the metal zones.
All right.
Rungear, you're up.
I'm not going to do this, but I had the funny thought of trying to charm one of the snakes, people that are at the other end of the bridge, and have them start fighting against.
You
The-
may attempt it, should you desire to.
No, I just was,
That
that would just look funny to me to have all them fighting among themselves. It wouldn't last long, though.
Well, D&D is not about winning and losing. It's about the journey you have and the friends you make. So would you like to try to make a friend?
Oh.
Just having him under your command puts them at least in a.
Charm person doesn't give you a commanded thing. It gives you a friendly ally.
Yeah, he's not likely to fight his. Yeah. He may just not fight
At
me,
the very
which
least,
is
it
not.
wouldn't fight you.
Yeah, that's not worth it. I'm how close? I can't remember. Because I didn't have to stay
You
under.
walked out into the.
You kept running forward
Right.
and consciously removed yourself from Victor's line of bull rushing
Right.
advance,
Mhm,
so you would not accidentally get plowed under by a rampaging fire.
mhm.
As
But I'm with
much
them.
as that would have added to the comedic value, should we ever turn this into an animated series, that would have been a beautiful moment. But no.
He survived without any damage until Victor put him out. Okay, so it's a 3rd level spell. I can hit the one bridge and cover almost everybody with a fireball, right? Am I
Yes,
close
if you- I
probably have to move
genuinely
forward.
don't remember how close you got last time.
So
What's your range?
what's the range on
Range is like 150 feet on fireball, so
Oh, I think he's probably in range.
150.
He was not hanging close to the edges.
no, you
because-
moved out into the middle, and so let's see. Victor moved 2 turns, so he is 60 feet closer. You're in a general area of Victor because you consciously moved out of the way of his charge. So you're at least within 60 feet of the moat, which puts you within 120 feet of the skeletons. Which means you should be within range of.
I'm going to only do a fourth.
Oh. All right.
Well, as opposed to a third or a fifth or a ninth. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't only a fourth as opposed to a fifth, but yes.
yeah.
Or as opposed to a third. But yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking as opposed to a fifth.
Or a sixth, or a
Yeah.
seventh, or eighth, or ninth, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I need to save.
You like the idea of saving 1/7 for teleport,
Yeah.
just in case, and then using that one, burning that as a Hail Mary if you're out of spells and need to cast something extremely damaging, and then yeeting out with one of your scrolls. You also like the idea of saving your 9th level for a wish as a Hail Mary, save me, hurt them, something has gone terribly pear-shaped and we're all going to die. It's kind of a spell, because that is even without crafting the genie's wish and the monkey's paw, you have access to literally any 8th level or lower spell in the book. Let me rephrase that. Books, plural, because you have access to any spell I can give you, which is any book, any spell in the 2014 Player's Handbook, any spell in the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, anything in Natasha's Cauldron, or everything. So, someday, down the road, maybe on one of our failed session nights, I will sit here with you and I will write out the names of every spell you might ever want to cast with Wish and list them in the broad categories of damage, support, buff, debuff.
And definitely the one that we discussed earlier would want to be on there.
True Resurrection?
Yeah.
Or technically not True Resurrection, but Resurrection. Hopefully you never have to cast Resurrection. Resurrection,
if for some
cast
reason
from a
you
wish spell
die,
is if the cleric has gone down, then if you can get the spell in before a century has passed,
I can bring you back.
yeah, you come back with all your hit points.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But
And
you don't come
if
back.
you don't have 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds, then we can use Wish to cast Resurrection without burning diamonds that
Okay.
we may or may not have. So,
Okay, am I better off?
you
Chain
mentioned
light-
Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball. I'm trying to see if. Oh gosh.
Chain Lightning is a 6th level spell.
Yeah, it's 6th level. I think I'm going to burn a 5th level
For Fireball?
Fireball. I can't
All
burn
right.
it for anything else. I was wondering if Chain Lightning might be more fun.
Chain Lightning is fun.
But
It is very fun.
It can't hit as many people,
No.
but
But
it hits them harder.
it hits them much harder. So it's a question of, do you want to hit a lot of people slightly less hard, or hit like 3 or 4 people like a runaway truck?
How many people are there?
A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 12.
So I can hit 12.
No, you can hit.
That's what I was wondering.
There's an area of effects table in here that I really need to get on the ball with going forward.
We've got a lot of enemies that just came back to life.
No, it's just that
I'm joking.
going forward,
Yeah.
I need to get on the ball because I've been reading the book The Monsters Know What They're Doing, and Mr. Amon constantly references this thing called a table, area of effects table, that he then uses to calculate how many monsters a given spell can catch when a monster or opponent is casting a spell to determine its relevancy.
Well, I can go out 4 from the center.
Mm-hmm.
In
Here it is. I think target scenario effect. Okay. Sphere or circle. So that'll be what you're dealing with there. Radius divided by 5. So it's a 20-foot radius.
4.
So you can reasonably expect to hit 4 people on average.
Okay, I thought that if you could calculate who was where, it would.
Just as a general rule, because we don't have minis on maps, I don't always know how many people you're going to be able to hit. But at this point, I'll say you can catch 6 because they're crammed and plentiful. But in an average combat encounter, you can probably baseline it at 4 people.
So that gives chain lightning and fireball the same number of people, except you allowed me 2 more.
Yes.
And it's 10d8 instead of 10d6.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 20 more possible.
Yes. An average of
Well, this one just jumps to people, so it's must be within 30 feet of the first target.
oh, trust me, they are. So 10d6 does an average of 35 damage. 10d8 does an average of 45 damage. Taking into account averages, of course, being fickle creatures, but according to this website that I have that does dice average calculations for me, so I don't have to do it in my head, it does an average of 10 extra damage.
How many? I realize
Yeah.
we're doing that. I'm really belaboring this, but since that's a new effect on what's going on, how do you handle a lightning bolt?
For a line, you would do length divided by 30.
Which is 3.5. No. Length is 100 on this.
100 foot, yeah. So that's
So it's 3.5.
so 4 again,
Yeah.
because you round up.
It seems that must mean that they count on the lightning bolt dissipating as it hits people.
No, it counts on people not lining up. 100. They count on how many people not lining up back to back and going, "Shoot me!"
No, but if you've got 20 people and they're evenly spaced, you're going to get at most 5.
Right.
So yeah.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
So it estimates about 4 to 6 people being gotten.
Yeah.
This time I'm giving you a gimme on the fireball because they're close packed and plentiful. But in an average encounter, you're going to get about 4 people in a fireball.
I'm going to cast a fireball
All right.
because 2 more people counteracts the extra 10.
Yeah. And if you want to cast the chain lightning,
I can do that later.
isn't that much of a difference, and it's really not. Yeah.
So I don't do anything except
Roll damage.
yeah.
Lots and lots of damage.
And that's 10.
Oh.
10d6.
Well, that's an extra 2 damage to the Malzahn
Oh, sweet.
because one of the dice got stuck up top of the tower.
Yep. I always forget that I've got exactly 10 there, so I count them every time. Ugh. I'd like to see those 2.
Oh, it is good to be back.
That's 2 6s.
Alright.
I did 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 6 is 24. 28.
Alright.
Oh gosh, where'd you go? Nope. It's not you. There it is, straight down. It didn't bounce out.
Alright. I'm going to go double check to make sure they don't have vulnerability to fire. That is the wrong book. Nope.
What does...
Oh, fascinating.
Hmm?
I said, oh, fascinating. I
What?
forgot something about these guys.
Oh, fascinating.
You forgot to what?
Oh, I
That's
forgot something
impressive.
about these critters.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Whose turn is it? The
It
critters?
is the Malazon's turn.
Oh.
So, the snake-headed Malazons. One's on the first wall, the two of them. One of them is going to... they're both going to start moving down the scaffolding to start chasing you guys. And they're both going to take shots at you. You are... Where are you, Edra? Are you hiding in the wall or are you running...
I don't think I've gone in. Oh, no, I have to. Am I... What have I cast so far? Is that...
spiritual weapon. And you hit someone on the ziggurat.
So I have to be within...
240 feet, I think. Because of spell sniper.
Spell sniper. Okay,
Because we
not
ruled
going
that
anywhere.
was
I think
a...
I'm still underneath there.
Okay, so we ruled that you could hit someone like almost all the way up.
Right.
Alright, so...
And then I can move it and get it the rest of the way up at some point in time.
Tell me when you do that, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. I just need to know that that happened because there's something that's going to happen when you try that.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear, I've said too much. Those ones are going to fire at... One of them is going to fire at Finn and one of them is going to fire at Victor. Because, let's face it, Elizabeth hasn't really done enough to... No, she has, so she's going to take the shots. Miss. Yes, the hit strat. Okay, blast.
The hit strat?
Huh?
Bummer.
That's one hit to Lisbeth. For... That's quite wrong. Wait a minute. What? Doesn't make sense. Okay. So one hit is 6 points of piercing. And 3 points of poison as the wyvern tattoo flares purple on her chest, counteracting the effects of the worst of the poison.
Oh, good.
Make a perception check, Edra.
Oh, natural 20.
Again?
Yeah. I'm
Crap. Okay. You can see Finnan's
Okay.
hand is shuffling around in his pocket.
Is that important for me to know? Okay. Finnan's hand is shuffling around in his pocket.
The other one is going to take 2 shots at Finnan. That's I think is a hit. And that's a miss. So that's 9 points of piercing damage to Finnan. And 4 points of poison damage.
That was already halved.
Yep. The ones on wall 2 are going to move closer. They are now within 150 feet of the people on the ground. So one of them is going to take a shot at you, or a pair of shots at you, around here.
He knows where I am.
He's got an idea.
Okay.
A red bead of light just shot out from your palm and exploded into a fireball among the skeletons. So he's going to take an attack with a pair of attacks with disadvantage. That is not good.
What did he do?
You rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1.
Well, I'm glad for the one.
Yes.
He falls off the thing to his death.
Unfortunately not.
Well, I can hope.
I don't believe that a 13 will hit you, so you're fine. Then the other one is going to take a shot at Edra with just 2 shots.
And my armor class is 19, according to
2
this.
shots here, miss. Shots here. 21 will hit you.
Yeah.
So you have the proof again. You have the barrier tattoo, or the absorption tattoo, yes? Okay. So that'll be 7 points of piercing. And 4 points of poison.
Those tattoos may have been the best investment we ever made.
Yeah. And another shot, this one at Victor. Both miss.
I just decided I've got a tactical. I guess it doesn't matter if they're shooting with disadvantage. Even if I move, they're still shooting with disadvantage. So moving, once they've seen that fire thing.
Once they've figured out there's a wizard in play, all the invisible condition will do at this point is confer disadvantage and confer advantage on your attacks.
That's a good thing.
So when you actually attack, not impose a saving throw like fireball or chain lightning, if you attack with either a weapon or a spell, like with firebolt, then you attack with advantage.
Oh, how many people saved, or don't you automatically tell me that?
Some of them saved, some of them didn't. It was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Save failed. So that's a miss on Victor. More shots at Edra. Professional discourtesy.
Okay, if I can tell.
17 misses and a 15 misses.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
And the last one is still running towards you guys. It won't be in range for another turn or 2.
We don't have any vampires in this game, do we?
I mean, they exist, yes.
Oh,
Why?
it's full moon tonight.
That would be werewolves.
Werewolves, I'm sorry.
And lycanthropes do exist as well. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
I'm kidding. You guys did fight both were-rats and were-boars in your career, though, so if you had been infected, that would have been something that I would have kept an eye on.
Yes.
And then anytime the full moon rose, if you guys failed a Constitution or a Wisdom saving throw, I can't remember which one it is, you would become an NPC for
Oh, wow.
the duration of the night. Subject to animal instinct.
Oof.
Alright. So the three on the ziggurat are going to take shots at you, Victor, and Elizabeth, because you guys are the technical closest that they know exist.
And
they
we
can't
also
see
have been doing the most damage.
Yes. Finn has just been hauling his footsie tootsies.
Thither and room.
That's a 10 against you. And a 15, which also misses.
Against me?
Yes.
So I had two people attack me.
No, they shoot twice.
Oh, okay.
So, it's 2 shots against Victor for an 11 and a 20. What is your armor class, my boy? Oh, 22, I love you. Wow, I'm tired. It's a 21 and an 18, which also... both, one of which hits Lisbeth with her 21 armor class.
That's pretty high.
Well, she got her chainmail upgraded, I think.
No, I'm talking to the hitter.
Oh, yeah. Aye! That's a 10 to hit, and it's 10 piercing damage.
Oh,
And 4 points of poison damage. Wow.
what?
She's taking 80 points of damage in this fight. 'Cause I think she was clean when she came into it.
How much does she have left?
109.
Okay.
She's not in
She
danger.
was clean when she came into it.
Yeah, so
according
then
to
she's
my-
taking 80 points of damage in this
Yeah.
fight. And now the serpent-bodied ones are going to attack. The 2 on wall 2 are going to start slithering down the scaffolding. So they're going to move their full, it's 30 feet down the scaffolding, and then they're going to take 2 shots. One of them at Finn and one of them at Victor. And miss. Oh dear. It's a miss. And a natural 20 on Victor. Oh my goodness. And Victor gets shot in the eye.
Oh. With what?
An arrow. He's blinded until he's until his next turn.
Yeah, that would be blinding.
Unless she does something to healing or no?
It's not a permanent condition. It's just the narrative flavor of eye shot,
Gotcha.
which is they rolled an 8. Victor's Finn has done it a couple of times. It's when you roll a natural 20 and then you roll a certain number. He rolled an 18 on his follow-up attack, on his follow-up roll, so that means he got the blinded condition imposed.
Okay. How does that affect him since he's... Does it make him at disadvantage of avoiding stuff or something?
He automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack roll against him have advantage, and his attack rolls have disadvantage.
But it's only until his next turn, which means that his attacks don't occur until then.
End of his next turn, I think.
End of his next turn.
It just says blinded until their next turn, but either way, attacks against him will have advantage.
Attacks against him, yeah. But that requires sight. All attacks require sight. All defenses require sight.
I beg your pardon. It specifies that he fails any ability checks that require sight.
Oh.
All attacks against him have advantage.
Oh, okay.
He has disadvantage on all his attacks while he has the blinded condition.
Okay. And this is the middle one.
Okay. So that deals. Oh boy. I'm on. Down the stairs. Don't just jump off. 15 points of piercing damage. Wow, he's below 200. And 7 points of poison damage. Alright. Then other one did that already. So then so 7 of them are going to shoot, and 7 of them on the ziggurat are going to dash down the ziggurat towards the bridge.
How many total are there?
About 14 that you can see on the ziggurat.
I mean, total overall.
A lot. This place is crawling with serpent kind.
Yes.
Oh, bother. But, fortunately for you, they're aiming at you.
They what?
Oh, they're aiming at you,
Oh.
which is good. Because they just rolled a natural 20 and a 2. So that's a 9 to miss. Don't jump off. Get on the stairs like a civilized person. And it's another 9.
So, how many are shooting at me?
3. And that's an 8.
I've got a 19
And then, 20.
I guess they hit. 20 total? Oh, I've got my shield. So,
So now your armor class is 24
okay.
until the start of your next turn. 5 and 6. Yes. Yeah.
I've got to get a crystal staff.
Another shot at Victor. This time with advantage. For 21 misses. And 17 misses. The rest of them are going to recognize that Victor is blinded and pound the rest of their shots into him.
Oh, how nice.
Misses. No, 21 misses. Misses. Oy, 24 hits. And 15, 14 misses. 4 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of poison. And 23 hits. And a 22 hits. 6. 10 piercing.
Is that total for the 2 or is it?
And 7 poison. For a total of 17 damage. Okay. The rest are dashing down. They're almost to the base of the ziggurat. Now we'll see what happens with you.
With who?
Nothing. The swarm is staying in the moat. Come on in, the water's great.
Am I, when you say happened to you, is that because I am close to the moat or what? Were you talking to me when you say I'll see what happens to you? Were you talking
No.
about the snakes?
Yes.
Okay. I took it personally.
Edri, you're up.
Question.
Yes.
I have water walk.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Says-
How?
It's a third level of
Oh,
transmutation.
I thought you were. I thought you were saying I have water walk.
No, I have a spell
Oh.
I can cast.
Oh, yes.
Grants the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water, blah, 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 as if it were harmless solid ground.
Yeah.
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration. So if I cast this on 10 willing creatures, for the 5 of us or whatever,
Yep.
then even if we fall off the bridge, we will be walking on the water, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to cast that for sure after doing
How long does it last?
What's the range?
30 feet. I
Gotta
have to
catch 'em.
move. Yeah. So, how far out are they? Is everybody?
Victor is about 60 feet out. And
I can't see
Elizabeth is
Rondir.
about 60 feet out. Finnan is about 50 feet out, and Rondir is somewhere.
So, Rondir, I'm going to suggest for the moment that you stay invisible on this side of the bridge, because you can see what's going on and cast various and sundry things toward everybody, and I can't see you, and I don't want to see you when I get to the point where I can cast water.
Does water walk specify you have to be able to see whoever you're?
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see
Never
within
mind.
range.
Okay, I was gonna say if it wasn't one of those
Yeah,
specified that you can see, you could just be like, ha
right. But then I might catch other people in the spell.
They're not
as
willing.
in 30 feet. I'm just saying theoretically, if you
Yeah.
moved 30 feet forward, they'd be within your 30-foot range.
Right.
If you didn't have to see them, you could have cast it on Rondir by just going, Jesus lizard.
Can I shout to her?
It's,
No, she has to see.
Creature. There's a lizard in the rainforest that can. It kind of basically hydroplanes its feet across the water, and it's
Yeah.
called the Jesus lizard.
Oh, cool.
It's called the what?
Its informal nickname is the Jesus lizard. So.
Okay, I'm not going up the ziggurat, but for those that have dashed down, I would like to spiritual weapon. I don't care. They're kind of clustered around. Are they clustered around the base near the
You've
sneaky
got
bones, or
They're getting there.
You've got people right at the end of the bridge, though.
Yes, but it depends on what her range of movement of her
right?
spiritual weapon is, which is not necessarily going to catch the ones that have dashed down the ziggurat, but she can definitely catch someone.
Yeah, I'd
On
like to
the
catch
ziggurat.
whoever's up there that I can catch.
Alright.
And
Send it.
I have one more quick question.
What is that?
I have been carrying around for probably since I was level 5 or 6 a +1 shield and never remembered that I had it.
We'll use it.
Yes, I'm
What
planning.
is it?
It's a +1 shield. It gives me 1 extra.
Yeah, so you now have 21.
I'm
armor.
announcing. I've got it. I
You are
forgot
now
to.
equipping your
Yeah.
+1 shield
I'm claiming
as
this
your
cape.
free object, a free action interact with object.
Ugh,
You are now at 21 armor class.
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Nigh Invincible.
I'm very happy about that.
Of course,
But-
Victor's been getting whopped with a 22 armor class, so
Right, but
there is that.
I can get whomped.
And
with,
my 24 saved me, but just barely.
21 is infinitely superior, no matter what you say, to 20. Okay, so I've got a 21 AC. So I've got that. I'm putting it on top. And hang on. So I am going to. So would my dash forward be my action?
If you choose to dash,
Or no? Would my movement
your
forward?
movement, there's your movement of 30 feet. If you choose to dash for your action, you'll move 60.
No, I don't want to be that close.
Okay.
So I'm going to move forward 30 feet. Is that my action or just movement?
That's your movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna move and I'm going to
And that'll technically put you within 30 feet of Victor and Lisbeth.
Right. And I don't know about Bangir, and that's okay because he's invisible.
You can't
I'm
see
out of
him,
the
so
way.
you can't cast
Right,
Victor walking.
exactly. So I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon.
Alright.
Oh! You're not going to believe it.
Natural 20.
It just got a natural 20 again.
Yippee, skippy, roll again.
Okay. And, yeah, okay. Why? Wasn't that good enough? Oh, right. I'm thinking, did I do something? 10. Nothing.
Nothing happens, but you still roll double dice damage.
Oh, yes, that's right. Cool.
So it was 2d8 normally if you cast it at 4th level. Which I think you did, yes.
I casted at 4th level, 2d8
So it's
plus
then-
10, so it's
So
48.
it's 4d8 plus 10. You want some d8s?
I could use,
I think I gave you.
I
at
got
least
a
one.
bunch of them, yeah. They're here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 4.
I think you did this at some point.
Because of flambe.
Ah,
And that's why they're flame colored. 13, 16,
What do you want?
18, 36, 46.
Alright.
And to think I think my dice is thanking me for not replacing it with something that I bought. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, you could have had cheese.
I could have,
Nice.
and they would have been very unhappy, so they're very happy now. They're like, thank you.
So, then for your action, what do you want to do?
Is she going to cast the water walk thing?
No. Oh, actually, yes, I'm going to.
So you're casting water.
I'm casting water walk.
We were talking
Yeah.
about that's the reason.
Do I
mentioned
get
it.
included in that mess, or should I stay over on this
What
side?
does the spell say?
It doesn't say. It says anyone can see. I mean, I can see myself. It just
What's
says
the range?
30 feet.
Okay. So can you read it for me?
Yeah. The spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, etc., etc. As if it were harmless, solid ground, creatures crossing molten lava can still take damage from the heat. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration. If you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries a target to the surface of the liquid at the rate of 60 feet per second. That's the whole...
Yeah, I think you could probably get yourself.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing.
You can see
I can
yourself.
see myself.
Yeah.
So...
I think
Okay.
that constitutes that.
Cool.
Even if it's not, I'm going to use my DM's godlike abilities to confer that on you
We
just
like
to be
that.
safe.
We like that.
Because I don't want to have you suffer the cruelty of watching all your friends paddle around on top of the water as you fall into
I don't want to
Pool
fall
of
in. I
snakes.
just don't want to fall in. Okay,
Be
so...
that as it may, with that in mind, you will still potentially be attacked by swarms of snakes if you are on top of the water.
I get it.
Just
But we can walk
specifying
and
that
not...
you will
fall
be
in.
on the water,
Yeah.
but you will still be getting bit.
Yeah. But I won't be like.
But you will
in
not
the
be
water.
in the water,
Yeah.
sinking down into the icky go away girls.
Right. So I have to cast Water Walk. I got to get a really cool verbal piece here. Did Dash say anything when you ran across the water?
Oh God, no, please.
No, I'm not gonna do that. He.
Oh God, why? 1 second.
You
Let
think
me
you something
save
better?
you from yourself here for a second. Aquan ambulance.
Ooh, I like that.
What?
I'm trying to think of what it was.
What?
Can't do that.
What?
I don't know. It's going to be 4711 because the first toilet water that you splashed on you, it was invented in Cologne, which is why it's sometimes called Cologne. So I just Aqua Ambulance is good. 4711 Aqua Ambulance.
Aquan ambulance.
Aquan.
Or you could do ambulance super aquam, if you prefer.
Oh, I like Aquan Ambulance.
Both in
4711
Latin.
Aquan
Yes.
Ambulance.
Yes.
I hear Latin words.
Well, there's a reason why I chose Latin. It sounds cool. It's a usual medium for spellcasting.
Yeah.
It was
So
the first
aqua
language I failed.
ambulance. There we
Or
go.
ambulam in aqua.
Ambulan. No, I like aquan ambulance.
All right.
4711 aquan ambulance.
Why?
Because I just have to have a little element of fun in here. And then,
no inspiration for you.
right. And we damaged somebody. So that was.
So
that.
you got.
And I moved, I cast, I damaged. I'm good.
Victor is no longer blinded. He is going to
good.
continue running 30 feet.
And he's now able to run on the water. Does he know
Yes.
that?
You just heard her yell something behind him.
I
the sound
yelled
of water.
aquan ambulance, and he's
Right.
smart enough to understand that that's what that means.
He's gonna figure it out. If he falls in the water, he's gonna figure it out. And what he doesn't know at this point isn't going to hurt him.
Well,
yeah.
Because he doesn't need to know that he can walk on the water. He's going to run across the bridge if he can.
Okay.
that was what I was wondering. If
Because
he,
if he runs across the water, then
Snakes can get him for sure.
then he will incur an opportunity attack from snakes.
Yeah.
okay.
It's only for if we fall.
Yeah,
It's
a
safety
keep out
valve.
of the water. At this
I
point.
was just thinking that he had an alternative to going across where the bridge was, and could do a flanking maneuver on the people that are there. But if he's going to get attacked by 400 snakes on the way, it's not really worth it.
Yeah. So
Victor just lost 200 points on one cross. Yeah.
So he is then going to take and shoot back at the Malazans that are up there. He's going to take 3 shots with his bow and arrows.
One thing I keep forgetting, by the way, is I have advantage against being charmed.
Good. So far, I haven't tried to charm you, but
Well, no, early on,
Yes.
I had people trying to charm me. I think.
nobody's tried to charm you. They've banished you aplenty.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay.
um,
Yeah, it's inherent in who I am.
you're an elf, so 13.
My little finger's getting numb.
13 hits. Good to know.
Against who?
You on Malazans.
Who did it?
Victor.
Oh, okay. Good news is my eye doesn't hurt.
One of the Malazans on the wall behind you all goes down.
Fireball just became less fun.
Why is that? Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
used to be able to take out 10 or 15 people with it. And,
yeah, well, it's not realistic.
it doesn't make it. I'm playing D&D. It's a
I
fantasy
understand
world.
that, but it doesn't make it. It doesn't. It
I
doesn't
understand
make
what you're
sense.
saying. What I'm saying is it just made it less fun because I have to
Well.
limit how many I'm going to kill. I can't wipe out 400 twig piece or whatever it was that I got the first time I used it.
You wiped out like 6 orcs.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah. Or hobgoblins, or no, I think it was worse. That's a 12, which just hits. For 9 points of damage. Okay, and how's your arrows? Okay, how's something out? Right. Victor's done. Elizabeth is going to. Hey. Wanna work here?
Hmm?
I'm castigating my
Hmm.
D&D Beyond page.
So you have like 20 characters in your app that you follow?
No, I've got 3.
Oh.
No, okay.
I didn't know whether you built them up, all of the villains too.
I have Victor, Finn, Elizabeth, Hatterai, Skaranga, and the other guy. Okay. Yeah, I got Victor, Finn, and Elizabeth, Hatterai, and Skaranga, Ironblood.
Who's Hatterai?
Hatterai is a character that you will never meet because he is a character from another D&D campaign that I'm running.
Oh, okay.
Or that I'm in, technically. I'm not running.
The other two are not part of this.
Correct. Skaranga was a labor of love for my first time in D&D Beyond, and then Hatterai was a shadow dancer monk that was supposed to be part of a campaign that someone else was running that has fizzled.
I put
Okay.
in.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I did a dwarf cleric just to see what was available to me.
Yeah.
And did it at 17, so that I could see the spells that were available.
So. Elizabeth is going to hit 4 of those skeletons with 3 shots from her javelins of lightning. Because she intends to cross that and go get them. She's going to pull out the javelin and go Fulgor Lux and hurl 3 of the javelins of lightning at the skeletal snakes.
Is that the one up on top?
Skeletal snakes?
Yeah, I don't know. More than one. Skeletal snakes, you said, not skeletal.
Yes, she can. She
skeletal
has a
snake.
120-foot line attack, so she can reasonably expect to
I
hit 4
heard
people.
a singular instead of.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She's gonna try. She's gonna hit an average of 4 of them based on the Dungeon Master's table of effects.
Okay.
So Elizabeth has finally come up with a command word for the lightning javelins.
Ooh, what is it?
Fulgor Lux.
Ooh, yes.
And then
And that's going to make it more effective.
it's gonna make it more narratively flavorful.
Yes.
Then so with the Dungeon Master's table with 120-foot range, 4 of them can effectively be hit by this thing.
Perfect.
So she's gonna.
For each one?
Yeah. So she's gonna hit she's gonna shoot. She's gonna throw the javelins aimed at 3 of the same guys. So 3 of them have to make a save. and then the fourth one gets zatted with the full effect of the javelin. Because what happens is when you speak the command word, in this case Fulgor looks, it transforms into a 120-foot lightning bolt. All creatures between you and the target, which has to be no more than 120 feet away, take 4d6 lightning damage on a failed dex save, halved that on success. Then the target takes 5d, in this case 1d6 piercing, plus 4d6 lightning, plus 5.
And that's for each javelin thrown?
Yes.
That
But
may be the most powerful thing that we've got. It's pretty close.
no, because it only deals 4d6 lightning damage on a dex line.
So who's she
attack.
aiming at?
The skeletal critters, because those are what you can effectively expect to hit. So, going back down. No, I'm not going to attack you yet. You don't even exist yet. Go away. Go back to sleep. You heard nothing.
You're right.
So, I'll just take these forward here because it's easy. What is the DC for this thing? DC 13. Okay, not great, but not horrible. It's a success. Oh! Natural 1.
It bit you.
No, it dropped on my hands. And, oh goodness, natural 20. Great. I remember why I hate the red dice. It's extremely fickle. It rolled a back-to-back nat 1 to nat 20. Alright. That's for the attack.
Ouch.
A 21 will hit. So 4d6. That's 9, 20. So 10 points of lightning damage to this guy. 20 points of no. 40 points of lightning damage to that guy. So one of the bone critters is fried.
Yes.
One of them, nat 20, and took no damage. And uh, 8, 13, 14, 17 plus 5 is 22. Wolfda. So she's gonna alter her angle slightly. She's not gonna hit him with the same 3 guys, or she's not gonna throw him in the same area because one of them got fried.
Yeah,
And
right.
so she has to
Sure.
recalibrate her line of attack to maximize damage.
Absolutely.
She could just keep frying the 3, but she doesn't want to.
I agree. Maximize the damage. Spread it out as far as possible.
And 12. What?
My cat.
Okay. So 5 points of damage to you. 11 points of damage to you. No points of damage to that 20. And did she hit? An 18 will hit, so yes, she did. So that's 10, 16, 20. And she's gonna hit the last one into the same group because nobody died.
Good.
So she's still got approximation of 4 relevant targets.
Okay.
Psyching yourself up for the next fireball, or did you hurt yourself?
Getting rid of the cramp.
I wasn't sure if you were doing some kind of pre-battle ritual over there, but
No. Going through my Rapido wrist things that help.
23 hits. And success.
Purple.
Fail. Success. I don't know, 13, 14. Okay. Three, 5, 16, 21.
Points of damage.
Yeah. As the javelin reforms from a lightning bolt into it, like a bit like a Tesla coil arc.
Oh yeah.
It zots out 120 within the 120 foot range, then reforms into a javelin, and then crackles with a burst of electricity,
Wow.
a light. Sorry.
Yeah.
Slamming into the target. Let me double check something really fast here. I forgot this. Crap. Oh, that would really suck, wouldn't it? Okay, I had to make sure they weren't immune to lightning damage. I forgot about that.
That would be
They're not,
Okay,
but
good. Ooh.
that would suck
Yeah, that
so
would be
hard.
No good.
That brings us back to the top of the round.
Oh.
Quick interjection here. And
Yes.
it's too late probably to do anything about it, but has Victor needed Indomitable at any point in time?
He has not, but thank you for checking. If he ever fails a save,
Oh, okay.
is when he needs it, because then he can expend one use of Indomitable and
How many
remake
does he
this,
get?
or retry the save. He gets 3 and 2 action searches.
Ooh, wow.
Mm-hmm. He's bankrolling those though.
Yeah.
All right, top of the round. The abominations continue their chanting. You can see them grabbing another one of the cell swords. They have not killed them yet, but they are probably getting ready to.
Too bad they're not within range. How tall is that?
Oh, we figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
With a 400-foot base, and I think I said 5 feet in and 10 feet up. Or no, 5 feet in and 5 feet up.
Yeah.
It's essentially
How big is it at the top?
40 feet.
So we went from 400 to 40. So we've got 360 to make up on each side. So it's a fourth of that. So 60, 8, 9. So we've got 9 steps.
So about 45 feet up. It's a lot less intimidating than I originally anticipated.
Well, isn't that right that you've got,
Go fives. 5
you're
in,
going 5 in?
5 up. So does that change your hypotenuse as to what you can reach?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Because we were originally calculating it as the full value, not as a divide by 4 value.
Yeah, because you're gonna.
Well, we were originally
Yeah.
calculating that this was a full value in on any side.
And that
So-
would be 4 times as much, which would be
180.
130 feet. Or
30 feet.
45, 90, 135, 180.
180.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Any rate, yeah. I was just wondering if I could, I can sculpt around people and throw
There
something
are
up there.
20
to
cell swords. And I'll tell you how many other people there are here. Because there are 1 high priestess, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 acolytes, 2 priests, and 3 temple guards.
Well, I was thinking that they probably have. Well, we're within 40 feet, right? So I'm gonna cover the whole thing with a 30-foot sphere. Interestingly, I can't sculpt around everybody I want to, but I can't kill everybody that I want to either. Yeah.
At this point, if you were to cast it up there with a 40 by 40 foot top and a 20-foot diameter on a fireball, I'd say in this case I would make an exception because of the exceptionally cramped nature.
But I
Up
would
there.
also wipe out all but 5 people, or all but 7 people of our group. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Chain lightning I could do.
Yes. If you could.
Well, I was thinking I could choose the high priest and the other priests and hit, 5 of them? 4 of them, I mean. And that's most of the higher ranks. All I've got left then is acolytes.
Are you suggesting hitting your people?
No.
The high
Oh,
priest is up
sculpting.
there.
I'm
the-
saying I've got, no, if with the chain lightning, I
Yeah.
get to choose who I wanted to jump to.
Yes.
So I go high priest,
What high priest?
the one up there,
Malazan.
the Malazan.
Abomination.
Okay, whoever the top guy
Okay, you
is.
say high priest, you have a high priestess you're trying
Oh,
to
I'm
protect.
sorry,
and
no.
when you
the-
say acolytes, you've got
Yeah,
acolytes you're
acolytes,
trying to
right.
protect.
Okay,
So
so
your terminology
what
is...
I've got up there
Malazan,
is
top Malazan guy.
top Malazan guy, and then you said 3 other.
There's like 2 of them, maybe 3 max up top side.
So I could hit all of them.
Yes.
That may be a decent, an interesting strategy.
It would be. I need to check something.
I'm tired of seeing our people killed in sacrifice. Yes?
I was tired as of the first one. I don't like to see them in prison. There's a lot of things going on. I would like
Yeah.
to change, but I don't know.
Hmm. Interesting. 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 Okay.
Did you find out something that negates my strategy, or no? You're not
Would
going
you
to tell
like
me
to
if
know
you did,
Weather
huh?
I said, wouldn't you like to know Weather Boy?
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, I would.
Finn's going, Runger, you're on deck. Finnan is going to run 50 feet closer. He is now within 10 feet of the other side, of this side of the moat. He is then going to fire an arrow at the creepypasta. No, he's going to fire on the skeletons. He was going to fire at the danger noodles.
He's going to use his bow rather than the stars.
He's going to use. I can use his bow. He's
Huh?
going to use it. He's going to use his star.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. No, I keep forgetting that he has this thing
Yeah,
called a robe of stars that's on his person right now.
it is a thing.
He's got two
I
more
just
uses.
tend to
of this.
think in terms of magic, and
I tend to think in terms of plinky plinky or pokey pokey if it's fitting. So
especially with him.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the skeleton that he's aiming at dies. Because it had 8 HP left and he hit it with 7d4 plus 7 points of
I
damage.
don't think we have to worry about it.
Nope, it is dead. Ding dong, the skeleton's dead.
Alright, 2 down.
As he peels another star off and throws it.
Sweet.
And that's a level what magic missile?
5.
Wow.
I think.
You
First,
can't
second,
divide
third,
him though,
fourth,
can
fifth,
he?
yes.
What's
What?
its range?
I mean, yeah, he could, but he chose not to.
No, I'm saying if he saw a bunch of people that were not real healthy, he could do 2 and 3, for instance, out of
Yes.
sight.
He could do 4 and 3 too.
Yeah, I'm
Or he
just
could
saying.
do 5
yeah.
and 2, or he could do 6 and 1.
Yeah,
Or he could do.
yeah. I'm just saying
It's
he
seven. It's 7 darts.
could. Yeah, he could divide them up if he
Um,
needed to.
You know what? He's a cunning little cuss. I'm gonna give him an intelligence check to see if he knew enough to split this up. Ah!
What did he do?
It's been a stressful day.
That's too bad. You didn't use the red dice for that, did you?
No, I used his dice.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Straight up intelligence, that was a 5.
Ouch.
It's been a long
It's
day.
been a stressful day.
Next time we get together, I'll pass on some lore for him.
So it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You mentioned at some point wanting to cast your flaming sphere. Do you still want to do that, or
Oh, where can I put
you'll
it?
take your action now, but you can then use it as a bonus action later. So I
Yeah.
figured you might, because
Where-
she's over there
where would I want
clobbering heads left and right with her bonus action Maxwell's silver hammer.
So if I put, we've got people that are all coming down to fight us on the ground. So I'll cast that over there.
So you can cast it within 60 feet.
I'm not 60 feet away from the other side, unless I move.
No, but if you cast it 60 feet out on your next turn, or
I can move first.
Yeah, you can move 30 feet closer, which will probably put you within 60 feet of these critters. Then you can cast it.
That's not something that can sculpt around, is it?
No, it's a
If I
conjuration.
put it in the
is
bridge, if I get it as
conjuration.
far, I could cast it on the bridge and then run it, but then that would keep our people from being able to cross the bridge.
Not for the first turn. If you run 60 feet, if you run 30 feet closer,
Uh-huh.
and then cast it 60 feet out as far as you can, or cast it out in the air above the danger noodles.
Oh, and it stays up above?
You can direct it. Oh no, you can't. Sorry, you'd have to put it on the. So here's what it says: when you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall, and jump it across pits up to 10 feet wide. So I'm going to assume that that means that you can't. That you need the. For some reason, it needs the ground
Okay.
to support itself temporarily. I don't know why, but.
That's a second level?
Yes, it's a conjuration, so you cannot sculpt it. However,
No, I was trying to find it. Command, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt.
Flaming Sphere.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Good.
I was
So-
looking at her.
So you knock off a second level spell slot, and 60 feet away from you on the bridge,
How wide is the bridge?
5 feet wide.
Okay, so nobody can go by without getting hurt.
Correct. However, you can move it 30 feet on your
Next
bonus
turn.
action.
Yeah.
And
Today.
Oh, today I might bet.
right now.
I
This
think
turn.
it says it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So you use your action to cast it,
Oh, okay.
bonus action to move it 30 feet.
Okay.
You're more or less close to across the bridge at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say you can probably ram it into one of the skeletons on the other side.
Flaming sphere.
Yes. So
We can go 60 feet.
that's your casting range, and
Yeah.
then you can move it up to 30 feet for your bonus action.
Okay, just a second.
So then, if you just knock off that second level spell slot, then I'll make the save against one of
I'm
these.
just going to, what it wants me to do is cast it, and then that automatically knocks it off.
Right. Alright.
So now I've got to roll 2d6.
Yep. I don't think it made it.
What?
The save.
Oh, okay. No, I thought maybe you meant maybe my 2d6 didn't make it.
No. I don't think that this critter. No.
That's not too bad.
16. I don't think it passed your.
Does this get anything added to it?
Just 2d6, I think.
No, I meant she gets something added to her,
Spiritual weapon, yeah.
and I didn't know if these. I've got the same sort of modifiers. I didn't know if any of my modifiers affected it. Probably not. I got a 10,
Let me look.
which was nice for a 2d6.
2d6 fire damage on a failed save, half as much unsuccessful.
So 10.
She whines at God and she gets extra stuff.
Huh?
I said she
yeah.
whines at God and gets extra stuff for it.
Well, okay.
Like the widow, I beg, I
Yes.
supplicate, with dignity and honor.
Sure. Grovel, grovel, cringe bows to fall.
Yes.
What'd you get?
Beg you,
10.
beg you.
10? Alright.
I thought that was pretty good for 2d6.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who I hit because
One of the skeletons on the
Yeah.
other side. At this point, I'll say there's 2 in your. No, I'm gonna check the Dungeon Master's Guide to see. It's how many you can realistically expect to.
I thought it was just one at a time. But
Well, yes, but for the effect of staying close to it, I'm going to see how many you can actually get close to.
ends within
Yeah.
5 feet.
2. Yeah, so 2 creatures will reasonably, 2 to 3 creatures will reasonably be within 5 feet of it at any one time. Maximum.
Attack, save, Dex 19.
Huh?
Oh, I'm looking at the. It's casting time 1 action,
Yes.
range 60, area 5 feet,
Yes.
components VSM.
Verbal, somatic, and material. Meaning you wave your hands, you wave your tongue, and you wave your stuff.
Okay. Ignatius something.
Ignatius Aeternum.
Ignatius.
Aeternum, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in Berlin.
Yes.
Duration,
So-
concentration up to 1 minute. So if I do another concentration spell, then it goes away?
Yes. So it's a concentration spell, so you don't have a lot of concentration spells. I'd say, in the future, I'm going to double check this here real fast. But, the only other one that I would say is a good, potentially superior concentration spell would be Sunbeam.
Yeah.
Not Sunburst, Sunbeam, the 6th level evocation.
Oh,
Not Sunburst, which is the 8th level evocation. It's the 60-foot radius centered on a point you choose within 150 feet. 12d6 radiant damage, blinded for 1 minute. Success takes half damage and isn't blinded.
yeah. We've got a problem with that. Is that we've got too many friendlies
Well, I wasn't suggesting
in
you-
every situation.
Well, the only time that I. Radius. If you were careful, You could potentially use Sunburst now. If you centered it somewhere between the base of the ziggurat and the moat, and zotted everyone on the side of the ziggurat. But for Sunbeam, it's a concentration spell for a minute, like Flaming Sphere. The only difference is, and the only thing that makes Flaming Sphere a superior concentration spell for now, with you potentially saving a 6th level down the road, as a hold-fast combat slot, being that it's an action to reset the flashlight beam, versus it's a 60-foot lane. It's a 5-foot by 60-foot line that blasts out and zots anyone in the line with sunlight radiance, which sears them with 12d6 radiant damage, and they're blinded if they fail the save. But it takes an action to reset the blast. But keeping that one in mind to potentially hold a 6th level spell slot for, or get some spell scrolls of Sunbeam while the money lasts. Aim to make you guys spend
And he's
money.
doing everything he can to make it not last.
Yeah.
Unashamedly, unapologetically, I did not do well to give you that money, and I'm trying to get it out of your garden little mitts as quickly as possible with consumables.
Yes.
So then.
Okay, so it's... I've done that. I've
So
done
you've got
everything
Flame
I
and
could
Sphere,
do.
action, bonus action move. That is your turn. The Malazans are up.
Can he slide out of the way? Where he was? Can he move it all to get away from where he was?
It won't help him because they still know he exists. So they're just going to be shooting with disadvantage as they guess where he went.
Okay.
At this point, they're basically playing Battleship
Okay.
with him,
Yeah.
or a really,
It's like
really
my
nasty
Battleship.
game of Marco Polo.
This is nasty. Yes.
So the
Well, this one, what did I put out that was visible this time?
Flaming Sphere.
And so it goes through my hand.
No, it just pops into existence, but
But
you
is
have
there
to
any-
speak.
Ah,
And so by saying
I can't
Ignatium Aeternum, you just said Ignatium Aeternum.
mhm.
They know you are somewhere in that area. That's
Mhm.
your equivalent of Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So the one on the wall is going to move. It is now almost on top of you, Edra. It is going to dash, and it is going to get up in your face. You see
Who is that?
a burly humanoid with the head of a Konigschlange.
King snake?
Yeah, King Cobra, in your face. Actually, technically, no. This is more the face of like an asp or a viper, but like human head-sized viper head,
Nasty.
sitting there on a humanoid's shoulders, waving a scimitar in your face.
Go.
Then on wall 2, they are also going to climb down 30 feet. They are now on the floor. They are going to shoot at 2 at you. No. Yes. 2 at... No. 1 at you, 1 at Victor, 1 at Elizabeth, 1 at Finn. Shoot you at disadvantage. 18 will miss you. Another 18 will miss you. A natural 20 on the disadvantage saves your hide. Finnan, no bother. Takes 2 arrowheads. Eight piercing, 3 poison to Finnan. And 5 piercing and 3 poison to Finnan. Elizabeth takes 2 shots as well. Both of which miss. Cleaning off her chainmail. Victor takes 2 missed shots as well as he catches them on his shield.
Nice.
That's them. It's going to dash in range. The final one on wall 2 is finally in range, but is still going to keep dashing.
Okay.
Wall 4 is now in range. On the ziggurat, 3 of them are going to fire with 1 with disadvantage at you,
Oh, what?
1 with disadvantage at you, and 1 with disadvantage at Victor.
Okay.
First shot against Ryan, 14 misses, 9 misses. Edric. Heavens to murder. 25,
Are you kidding me?
18 and a 19.
Wait a minute.
I rolled an 18 and I rolled a 19.
What's the 25?
That at the disadvantage, coupled with the Yuan-Ti's plus 7 attack modifier, gives me a 25. And the second one is an 18, which does miss. And then the final 2 attacks. Oh no, I need to deal with you first. You take 9 points of piercing damage. And 2 points of poison. Victor takes 1
For the tattoo.
arrow. Particularly, you feel a flare as the tattoo, wherever you put it, flares with purple light. 6 points of piercing and 3 points of poison. Alright, that's them. One on the second wall, I'm going to slither closer to stay within range and fire twice with disadvantage at, no, I'm going to fire twice at Finnan. Each. That will be 2 hits, 2 misses, and one of them no, appears distracted by its tail getting caught in one of the scaffolding holes.
Is that one of the numbers that you rolled? Cool. Cool.
You get the feeling that to attack that one would be advantageous.
There we go. This is not your turn yet, but...
No, it's a 2 hits on Venom, which means we take 9 points of piercing and 3 points of poison for the first one. And 5 points of piercing and 4 points of poison for the second. And on the ziggurat, they are going to next turn. Just gonna yeah, okay.
You okay?
So,
Yeah, okay.
so 4 of them are going to fire at each of you. With disadvantage for both of you.
We're gonna each have 4 people at us. Okay.
That will be a 21 to hit you. Okay, knock off another shield charge.
I can't knock him off in here. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I've
You gotta
got
put it in
4
your
down.
notes.
Huh?
You gotta put it in your notes. That you have that many.
Spot in your-
Well, I've got the staff of defense here. I just can't figure out how to make it actually. But I've got 4 down on that because I haven't used it before now. So I've got 6 left or 3. Three defenses left.
You'll have to remember that then, because I can't make it
Yeah,
work.
I was
properly.
trying to figure out if that's what I was doing.
Okay, yeah, it won't work properly because it's a custom item.
Ah,
Because I put it in there custom
oh, okay.
when I was helping you make your character. And
10 charges. Okay, so I can do it in the notes on that.
You'd have to go over. Yeah, I can't figure out how to make the notes on that thing work, but.
I've got that.
So you got your stat up. That's a 10. Uh, 11, 19, fuddle, 25.
That hits.
You take 4 points of piercing. And 5 points of poison.
So total of 9.
Yes. 17 misses. 10 misses. And a natural 1 leaves them unharmed but unsuccessful. Edra. That's another natural 1. Circle. That's 15. Natural 1. Nothing happens. 13. 10. 16. 18, 16. So they're like arcing shots at you and they're not hitting you. Or they're pinging off your shield with not enough force to do anything. Alright. Now,
Mark
for
for
Finnan. That's another natural 1 and a 20.
Is it the same dice every time?
No. And the Yuan-Ti is knocked prone.
Oh, yes.
He trips. Or, yeah,
We're not close enough for that to matter.
no. That's 2 more hits, so total 3. hits out of 4.
Against him?
Let's try that. 6.
What happened to his canny dodge?
It's only a melee attack.
Hmm?
It's only a melee attack.
Oh. I was just curious.
No, yeah.
He's one of the sneakiest avoiders that.
Oh! Oh well. Don't have this one then. You can only use it once per turn though.
Oh. Per turn?
Well, yeah, because he uses his reaction.
Which means, yeah. Okay.
So that's a total of 4 piercing damage from the having, and 3. And I'm just going to not count this round's damage because I've been forgetting to uncannily dodge. Elizabeth. Takes 2 hits. And forgets. Six and 2 is 8. 10. And 3 is 13. And 5. And 3 is 8. Oh look, I'm in double digits.
Who?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Finn has been in double digits for a long time at this point.
I'm not yet.
No. Well, they're attacking you with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And you have shield, so.
It's a good thing. Very good.
Oh yes, it's very good. I'm very glad for it.
Yeah, they couldn't see me for the. You know, they weren't even shooting at me when they couldn't see me initially. For the first 2 rounds, I don't think anybody shot at me.
Yes. Yeah. With 22 armor class, Victor is unscathed. Then the skeletons are going to kind of form a like a semicircle in front of the bridge. And they're going to get to do some fun things that I did not realize they had until much too late.
Uh-oh. Whenever he discovers something about our opponents, I get worried.
You should.
Oh. That's not good. I'm going to run out before the end of this session.
Big run.
I'm going to run out of phone before the end of this session.
Oh dear.
I'm going down to 13. Thank you. I thought I charged it this afternoon when I was sleeping. Oh, I was only down to 20. I might not have a problem.
Okay. So they are all going to line up in a sort of a semicircle.
How many are there?
Like 12 minus whatever you've killed so far.
11.
Uh-huh.
That's how many you've killed, right?
Alright.
Tell that to my poor fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We
Of
killed
them-
10?
10 of them are left.
Oh.
We killed 2 of them.
I could try.
Are going to cast a volley of lightning bolts.
Who told them they could have lightning bolts?
I'll say at this point with the spread of the party that only one person is going to get shot each time. And at this point, you're out of range. You can't be shot at because they can't see you. Because it does, I think it does specify a creature you can see. I think. Let me double check.
That's what's true on all of ours.
Yeah.
I'd hate to give them an advantage over that.
No.
Oh,
You're not.
no. 100 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose.
Oh.
So you make the saving throw with advantage because they're playing Marco Polo here, but technically, I don't know if you should, technically. It's going to require a lot more looking, and I've been looking for about a year now to see how the invisible condition affects
So
saving
these are
throws.
lightning bolts?
I don't see anything in the invisible condition that specifies that
They have to know where to throw it.
it says attack rolls have disadvantage and attack rolls have it, and your attack rolls have advantage, but it doesn't say anything about saving throws. So,
Whatever. I mean,
yeah. For now, and this may change down the road, but it will change across the board. And it will probably change back and forth a good deal because I tend to vacillate about these things. For now, you may make the saving throw with advantage. There are 20 of them, so each of you will take 3 lightning bolts.
so I got three
Make
lightning
three
bolts?
You make 3 saving throws.
And all this is doing is cutting it in half.
Yes.
I'm dead.
You have little faith.
So I got how many of these? How many are going to be thrown at me?
3.
Okay. And what do I need to have to save?
You need to make a 12 or higher. Plus your dexterity saves.
That's my dexterity save. Is that the one on the front page?
Should be the one under saving throws.
Abilities, saves, and senses.
Yeah.
Saving throws, dexterity. Plus 2.
Okay.
19.
You're okay.
Don't need to roll the second one there.
Yeah.
Just a second.
No, roll a second time just in case you get a natural 20 and completely cancel out the damage.
No.
Okay.
14.
8, 12,
So I've got to roll again twice?
18,
Okay.
22, 24. So you take 12 points of lightning damage from the first one.
Just a second, let me do that. 12, you said?
Yes.
Damage. Okay. Oh, I don't need to get out of that. Now I've got 2 more to do.
Really good.
So I have to have what or above?
12.
I got 13. And a 1.
Give us for advantage, huh?
Yeah. So you're going to roll that one now?
20, so you take 10 points of damage.
I'm under 100. Do I have a third attack?
What'd you get?
A 13, a 15, and a 1.
So you take 11 points of damage.
In the other case, I would have had the first roll would have been the successful one, but on that one, the first roll was the 1, so that would have been nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You said 11?
Yes. Then Finnan is going to. Where is it?
85 I'm down to.
That must be nice.
Hmm?
I said, that must be nice. So Finnan's going to be aces in this one. Because he has evasion, which is not a reaction or anything, it's just a thing he has. This is where he comes into his own, it's dodging Dex attacks.
Yes.
So his Dex save is plus 12. So he automatically succeeds.
Yeah, right.
So 3 of those just don't even hurt. No damage because of evasion.
Whew.
Which is good because Finnan's been pretty badly thumped.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, on the other hand, not so lucky. She's got to make this one. She's got +0 on her Dex save. That's a fail. It's a success. And that's a fail. So, 2 full damage, and 1 half damage. 7, 14, 22, 27. Five, 8, 16, 23. And then 7, 12, 18, 11. Excuse me. We gotta check something really fast here. Come on. Okay. Okay. Alright. And then Victor makes his 3 saves. Success.
Hey.
Fail. Natural 1, so he takes double damage. Hooray. So success. Against 4, 12. 21, 27, 33, down to 16. Oh! Ha! I'm going to use Indomitable.
I just thought at the same time.
He gets to throw again.
Whew.
I guess enough shot!
Oh, yes.
Come on. Hey. Heck. Kill. Okay.
Well, it certainly won't be a 1 again, I hope.
Jeez.
So for the that's a success, and then he's going to use a second use of Indomitable to succeed.
So he's got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Oh.
How many more Indomitables does he have?
1.
What is that?
That's the timer.
Ah.
We finish this round and then we're done. He's got 1 more Indomitable. That's 11 damage. Is wow.
He doesn't have. Oh, yeah, that's right. He gets half damage.
5, 9, 10, 28, 29, down to 14. And the third shot. 5, 13, 17, 22, 31, down to 15. Okay, and that is their go. Fennon's up and Roundgear's on deck.
I can't be on deck for. This is our fourth round?
Yes.
I didn't realize we were starting a new round.
No.
No. I didn't realize where we were at because I'm like.
We just finished the bony guy's turn,
Oh, okay.
hurling a bunch of lightning bolts.
Okay. What were you? What just happened?
Am I right?
Yes, you were right.
You're right.
Right
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay. So Finnan is going to run 50 feet. So he's about 20 feet from the edge. And he is going to hold off on that until later. You see his hand come out of the pocket, empty, and he's going to yank another, and then go back in. It's like he's doing this number.
That's from
Bilbo at the ring.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna just yeet another star at this point. It's simpler that way.
It's effective.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And he's going to yeet this at one of those spellcasting skeletons.
Good.
2, 9, 13, 17, 18 points of damage. Okay. And then Roundgear, you're up.
Yeah. I was going to do the thing on the. Well, let's roll the
Okay.
thing into however many I hit.
I'll say you can hit 2 at this point.
Okay. And I've got to roll. Oh, wow. It was at level 2, right?
Yeah, so you roll 2d6 fire damage.
Let's get some better looking ones. Those will do. Yeah. That's okay. 10.
Okay. Have to 5 for success, unfortunately.
For both of them?
The other guy. No. Okay.
And then I was talking about the idea of doing a chain lightning
That is correct.
up on the top.
What is the range of chain?
I'm gonna go look. That's a 6th level, right?
Yes.
Range of 150 feet.
I think you should be able to hit them.
Yeah, 45 up. And what I'm right at the edge of the bridge, or right at the edge of the thing.
If you move 30 feet closer, you can be as much as on the bridge or wandering across. No, you can't wander across the water either.
He's not, yeah.
You're not a water walker.
Don't cross the bridge. Go down the bridge. either.
Showing me to stay back.
I do. You've got the range to hit them on the top of
Yep, I'm going to do that for. I only get to cast one level 6. So chain lightning,
Okay.
which means I've got 10d8, and I'm going to hit the head honcho, and then I'm going to hit 3 of the other, the more. I don't know.
There's 2 abominations topside. And then there's
So those 2 are
And
the
then
biggest.
there's what?
Those are the worst.
like other critter, the Malazans.
other bad
running
guys.
around.
Okay, all right.
So just 2 of the others
There's
doesn't
2
matter.
abominations and then Malazans.
Okay, so I'll do the 2 abominations first.
Okay.
And what am I rolling? D
10s. 8 of them.
D8. 10 of them.
Yes.
I don't have 10 D8s, but
Let's help.
well, I've got 1. That's all. Okay. Yeah, I've got a bunch of D10s.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, he said I want help. Yeah.
You need 8, yes.
I've got 1.
Give me one of the pink ones.
Hmm?
Give me one of the pink ones.
Give you one of the which?
pink ones.
Pink ones.
Okay. Is this the pink?
Close enough. No, give me one of the sparkly ones.
Oh, there's a pink. Okay. That one?
Close enough.
Why?
The gold one rolls better.
Well, it rolls better for you. It may like you.
It feels
Well, the gold was a 3.
it doesn't fear me enough, apparently.
Better than a 1.
Yeah. Let's see. So we've got
Well, the pink one rolled a 1, so
10,
Oh, yeah, there you go. See? 3's better than 1.
it rolls better.
Yeah, that's right.
20, 25, 33.
All right.
And I can't roll that again, so I should have put it in. So. I hope I did some damage.
Yeah, you did 33 damage to both of them.
Of the big guys and then the other.
I'm still working on that.
Oh, cool. Didn't kill him, but at least I hurt him.
You have their undivided attention for a moment.
Not sure that that's a good thing.
Move. Move.
Ha!
Evidently, that doesn't really affect things because they just roll at disadvantage. It doesn't mean that they don't know that I'm somewhere. We had a discussion
I
about it.
know. I'm just
Yeah.
talking general tactics here.
All right.
Yeah, I
well,
moved.
you've definitely hurt them. They are not dead, nor is the Malazan dead, but it is badly scorched.
One Malazan or 2?
2 Malazans was what you were able to target?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know?
I'm
Another
allowed
one's got
to.
pretty
I'm
badly
allowed
scorched
to do
too.
4 for sure.
One of them's dead.
Yes.
Cool.
However, the survivors are going to take that pretty personally.
No.
So most of the surviving Malazan at the very least is going to take shots at you.
Mm-hmm.
The one on you is going to take 2 swings.
Is it their turn next?
Yes.
Oh,
And he's
He's
right in
going
my
to take
face.
2 swings
right?
with a scimitar right on top of you. No, it's not. It is going to take one swing with the scimitar. Which misses. Then is going to attempt to bite you. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Your armor class is this little pie
21.
sucker just rolled 21.
No!
So you take
Well, that would be
That's
poison
not so bad.
damage as well as piercing, right?
okay, that's wow, 7 points of piercing damage. And 2 points of poison damage. And then the ones on wall 2 are going to come charging in, but stay out of easy run range. And they are going to... Each of them is going to fire at each of you. One of them is going to move so it is not in disadvantaged range of you, Edra, so they're all going to fire, with the exception of the ones on you, Rongear, without disadvantage. However, that is a 9 to hit you.
Me?
And a 17, both of which miss.
Good.
Your shield has collapsed, by the way. So if you get shot again, you will need to either use one of your last uses.
I have 3 left.
3 charges. So yeah, you have 1 use of shield left.
No, I have 6 charges left.
Okay.
I think of it in terms of,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I've got 3 uses left.
Got it. So then, both of those shots missed you. And then the shots against Finnan. Only one of them hits. Ten points of piercing and 3 points of poison. Lisbeth. 19 and a 18 miss. Richter. 26 and a 22 both, or 21 hits. 7 plus 2. Victor's in double digits. For the first time in a long time. Then wall 4 still running. 2 more are gonna take shots at you because you shot their esteemed leaders. Sorry, you take chain lightning at an abomination. Every Malazan that isn't actively shooting something else is going to take shots. Miss. 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 20. 20? Okay. Botheration.
I've got to change my notes on that.
Yeah, wall 2 is going to... Wall 2...
Are they all going to start shooting me too?
Well, not them, but they're going to be moving closer to, they're dashing along the wall to get closer to Edra.
How wonderful.
On the Ziggurat, they are going to be shooting at you, though. So you got 28 arrows coming at you. At 2 Brute? 2 19s in a row? What? These are Yuan-Ti arrows.
219 what?
219 dice rolls.
Yeah, but that doesn't attack it. It doesn't hit it.
Sure. These are 26s.
Oh,
At
so I got
disadvantage,
two.
I just rolled a 26 at disadvantage.
Oh. I see.
I'm
what
gonna
you're
hit you.
saying. Okay.
I don't want to, but I did.
Well,
That's 3 points of piercing and 1 point of poison.
so that's 4.
Yes. Shot 2. Miss. Shot 3. Miss. Shot 4. Miss. Shot 5. Miss. Shot 6. Miss. Shot 7. Miss. Shot 8. Miss. Shot 9. Miss. Shot 10. Miss. 11. Miss. 12. Miss. 13. 26. Lucky because there was a natural 20 and a 19.
Which means a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 26 will hit you. What was that? 12, 13?
That was 13.
13, thank you. That's 3 more points of piercing and 4 points of poison for a total of 7. 14. Miss. 15. Natural 1. Nothing happens. 16. Miss. 17. Miss. 18. Miss. 19. Miss. 20. Miss. You okay over there?
That's when it's counting.
20.
That was 20 before that.
21. Miss. 22. Miss. 23. Miss. 24. Miss. 25. Miss. 26. Miss. 27. Miss. 28. Miss.
Whew.
Disadvantage saved your life.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I'd be gone.
Yes. Because there was a 21 in there. Like, multiple times there were like 21, 22, 20 range shots in there. It would have burned your... No, you'd been fine because you had your shield up, but you'd been burning
I
shield...
only go to 24.
4.
Yeah.
You'd been burning shield a lot sooner, though. Excuse me, if you had been not being shot at with disadvantage. That's the Malazan's turn.
It hurt.
Let's see if the snakes decide to accept your invitation to come out and fight. They do not.
Yeah.
Edra, you're up.
Okay. So I've got a guy in my face.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pull out Hugh.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't forget your own sighting.
I'm going to spiritual weapon. Right?
You can either club one of the Yuan-Ti on the ziggurat, or you can move down and start clubbing the spellcasters.
Down.
Alright?
Get those spellcasters.
Just thought I'd put that flea in here because they're murdering our
Right.
frontliners right now. So go ahead and roll for the bonus action attack first. Because that's old hat.
So 14.
It's plus 10.
Oh, 24.
It's your dice roll plus 14.
Right. So
Or dice roll plus 10,
plus
sorry.
14.
24 will hit.
And then
2d8
oh, 2d8, that's right.
plus
Plus 10.
10.
Mhm. 17.
Hey, so that one dead.
Oh, good. Okay.
And now for the one in your face, that's Hugh, so that's again, I think that's plus 10 as well. And then plus 5 Dan.
Right. 15.
Against the Melazon will hit.
Oh, good. That was a bad roll.
Hew him in half.
Please
That's what I'm
do.
planning on doing. I don't know. I can't really. I get extra 2d8 radiant with this.
Huh?
It's. I've got a note here that says 1d8 if I'm handling it one-handed. If I'm doing it one-handed, which I am, and then extra 2d8 radiant divine strike.
Divine Strike. That's a
We've never
thing.
used that before.
I haven't. I'm reading this on
It's
you
a
for the
thing.
first time. With extra 2d8 radiant with Hugh.
Ah! At 8th level,
Oh, that's
in
what
Life
we're-
Domain, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon once on each of your turns. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to the target. When you reach 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8.
That's why I have it now. So now I've got 3d8 that I can hit him with.
Yes, so
Cool.
3d8 plus 5 damage. And since there are no immunities or vulnerabilities to radiant damage with a Yuan-Ti, it just deals as straight up damage.
18.
Nice. Okay. Victor is going to run, and then he's going to use his bonus action Second Wind. Hey, not bad. 27 extra hit points.
Yeah.
And then he's going to dig into his inventory really fast here and use a potion of greater healing. Greater healing, because he doesn't have any potions of healing left.
Okay.
He's going to use his action to drink it.
Okay.
So he gets an additional 20 hit points.
Excellent.
That's all?
That's
4d4 plus 4.
Oh, you roll.
No. When you take your action, you get the maximum
Oh, okay.
healing. When you shotgun it for a bonus action, you roll the dice. He used Second Wind for his bonus action, and then contemplatively drank a healing potion. Elizabeth is going to also use Second Wind bonus action.
What does that give her?
1d10 plus 17 hit points back.
Oh, Second Wind does that.
Yes, that's a fighter ability. And that gives her 24 hit points back.
How many hit points did Victor get back total? You said 20.
37.
Oh, so you got, okay.
You get 27 from Second Wind,
Okay.
because he
That's
rolled
what
a
it
10
is.
on his d10, plus 17 for his fighter level. Then another 20 from the healing potion.
Okay.
Elizabeth is also going to use a greater healing potion to give herself 20 hit points back. Because trust me, she needs it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Everyone, I appreciate you coming along on this wild and crazy adventure. At this point, with the new tariff laws and verification issues with Printify, Mountworkers Bazaar is kind of dead. But if you would like to, so we'll be working on either getting a Patreon situation going on so you can financially support the channel again. But in the interim, if you'd like to help the channel grow, the best way to do that is to leave a like, drop a comment, Share it on social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of our episodes. Tell your friends about it. And as always, stay hydrated, stay adventurous, and we'll catch you on the flip side.